So apparently this is interesting. I mean, I've never used the actual Hangout live stream for a wee while. So it's saying that apparently on the 1st of August that's going to be discontinued. I don't know if it's still going to let me use them just as a, for inviting guests on in the background. I don't know if it's only when you hit go live that it's saying it's going to be discontinued. I'd imagine I'll still have use of kind of private hangouts. Tony T, how's it going? And Havoc, Party Pack, how he's doing? So I was just sitting about and thought I would fire this up and see if it worked. So I've not got anything lined up. I probably will have in the future. I'll react to all different things. It's very quiet over here. You see what YouTube offers me up, because I don't use this for anything, so it'll be interesting to see what it's on the algorithms, what it's offering me. Vietnam War veteran chases dreams with surprising performance. America's Got Talent. Smashing. 73 years young Annette Larkins. I've seen this woman. Actually quite stunning for her age. Open that up. Metallica, Mickey Mouse toys. Well, this used to be Emma's, that's why. That's probably why I'm getting all this shit. 2-minute cook videos. 31 one-pot recipes. Smashing. Little Bus. Will I react to Little Bus? I don't know if I'll get away with swearing. Fortnite stuff. I'm looking on it here and it's play colours, Little Bus, Teal, Ambulance, Fire Truck, Fireman Sam, Dinosaur Rescue, fucking Dinosaur. I didn't know they were watching that shite. Just the shit people watch on YouTube's. Fuck me. Auditions, Britain's Got Talent. Fucking hell. Sweet Child of Mine guitar lesson. Oh, there's some old ones, I mean. There's a Level Burke. Oh, shite. Utter shite on here. You keep getting gay dating apps. So you're listening to you, you're fucking clicking on stuff. Heard it, Havoc. What have you been looking at? Huh? You've been on looking at some feminine men on YouTube's. Yeah, new YouTube's offering you up because it thinks you're a one of them. It's going to say jobby jabber. Don't know if you can get away with that these days. Is that no politically incorrect or something? I don't want the snowflakes coming and attacking me here. This is a wee corner just to get away from you. There's your fingerprints there. Look at this. Chat box is not moving. There's 9 people watching. I'm not a big gun anymore. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. What we're going to do? I don't know if I can handle this. My ego can't take fucking 9, 10. I'm in double figures. 10 viewers, monetize.
Oh, you're on, do you want a tea room?
I've got 10 viewers, I'm going to monetize.
Ooh, let's celebrate.
10 viewers.
Oh no, you've got a tea.
Monetization. Might get that road trip. Fuck me, I need a haircut. Fucking where Willie sitting here? Oh shit, have I done? That's still on. Oh no, I ain't gonna end it. Shit. Did I end it? Oh, what the fuck's going on? Oh, it's still here. Right, well, I'm just going to ask it out then. Nobody's saying anything, nobody's asking me to look at anything. So that, sing a song. Don't know if I can deal with this. You need to fucking start saying stuff. Need people here to watch me exercise. Sanda! Sanda! What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Yeah. You see this? Where you going?
Killer clown.
What?
Killer clown.
What?
A killer clown.
A killer clown. Is that what you got? What did you kill?
Nothing.
You're just a clown then? Oh, I'm really going to get that microphone sorted out. Just playing the guitar is just going to sound fucking horrific through it. Reviews on motion and avoid. I suppose so, Havoc. I wasn't really wanting to bring any of that here to this channel, but since it's only a tester, fire away. Ask me whatever you like. Well, Rick Vacus, you're still involved in music then, isn't it? I think anything for me, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's one of the things I learned in music. I spent a lot of time with bands and recording, and there was a point in my life where, you know, through my depression, I was learning and playing from my heart and being true to myself. As soon as I started getting involved with other people, I kind of left that, and it took the passion away, to be honest with you. It took me a couple of years. It was a period of about a year and a half where I barely even picked the guitar up. I just lost any interest in it. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're, you know, scratching records or, you know, playing a stringed instrument, whatever. The most important thing is just enjoy yourself. Don't try and be anything. The problem I had is the situation I was in, you know, dire straits, coming out of depression, no money. You know, I started to think, oh, music and guitars, a way for me to get out of here and get a life and all that fucking rubbish. And it was just the total wrong thing to be doing. You know, my focus went. You know, and as soon as you see that, you know, your intent. As soon as your intent becomes something different, you know, rather than what made you happy in the first place and honing in on that. As soon as you switch that focus to, well, I'm now going to use this to try, you know, it just goes away. If I'd have continued just to keep enjoying what I was doing, you know, I would have probably come up with some incredible stuff. But I'm getting back to that now. For the first time in a while, I'm actually enjoying playing again. We get too involved with trying to be complex and complicated, and it was all math metal stuff and all that crap, you know. You end up, you're on stage fucking, you know, that tense that, you know, one mistake throws the whole fucking thing out. So you're not relaxed, you're not enjoying yourself in the moment. You're just focused, making sure you don't miss a beat out of the 15 million that you're playing in that fucking song. That was the other aspect of music, a bit of naivety, you know, thinking, oh well, you know, musicians are going to be down to earth and open-minded and caring and sharing and all that, and it's all going to be fucking like a big happy go fucking lucky family, and what a fucking deluded clown I was, you know. Some of the most vicious, horrible, narcissistic, sociopathic, fucking bordering on psychopathy, you know, personalities I've ever met in my life, and seriously deluded at the same time, you know. So I took a serious bashing, self-esteem, and, you know, a bit of gaslighting going on and all sorts, just the usual stuff with people in social circles, you know. And getting into it blindly, naively, thinking that musicians were going to be different. Fuck me. You know, it may be the case when you meet people who just enjoy playing. When you start getting involved in people who are going to make it, it's no good. Aye, I mean, I said that. I'll probably repeat this because I listened to Trev earlier on as well, Trev Dowson. And it's not until you get a bit of feedback like that you realise that people are not fully understanding what it is you're saying. So the same as always, what I'm trying to show to people is how you can break apart the nonsense that these people are offering me up. You know, I'm taking their claim. Their claims a bang are an expansion within a void. And then they're invoking, you know, the laws of motion and mechanics and acceleration. And then they're trying to utilise, you know, like pulling as if it's some sort of force. And the whole purpose of what I was trying to show people is that there's no such a thing as a force as pulling. It doesn't exist in the natural world or anywhere in any applied sense. And also pointing that claim that, you know, somebody like the Flat Earth Society would make about the Earth rising upwards actually has more validity. It's actually mechanically works, you know, practically against the heliocentric pulling thing. So it's just to show people that, so that it may be useful to them. Maybe it will give them some realizations, and it also helps if you're listening to these sophist people and people in your everyday life, you know, who are going to say gravity, what's gravity, or pulls things to the centre of the earth. You know, then you've got a method and a bit of knowledge to be able to point to it and say, well, look, that's not the laws of motion. The laws of motion are dictating that applied pressure has to be there. Something has to be pushing on something else in order to achieve motion or any acceleration. So that was purely it, you know. But as I reiterated it when I done the live, but some people just don't hear it. They see the title or they hear what they want to hear, and you have to keep repeating yourself until it sinks in. So hope that answers it. Cheers for the compliment as well. Any other questions? That's how you understood what I was trying to explain. Excellent. About me, why do you think so many people, or few people, are questioning the science religion? It's the same as everything else. Boom me, you could apply that very same question as I have always done my whole life. You know, why do so few people question where we actually are and what's happening here? It's like, I don't know. I think I was always a wee bit more aware. I was always self-aware. I was aware that I was experiencing something and that I was in some place, and I was just watching everybody. And for me, and you know, my childhood was really dysfunctional. Just the situation and the circumstances that I was involved in as a child. So it kind of forced and pushed me into kind of state of independence from a very young age. We're talking like 5, 6 years old. You know, my mother was in a touring band, and she decided that, you know, her and my father split up when I was, you know, 5. And we were taken for that house into another house with another man. And then all of a sudden, my mother's away doing European tours for, you know, 3, 4 months at a time. And me and my young sister were, you know, passed about left, right, and centre. You know, so it was, you know, I don't know if my circumstances kind of forced me into a different state of mind. Whereas, you know, I couldn't relate to the other kids. I had a lot of emotional turmoil going on, and, you know, questions and thoughts running. And, you know, I used to look around about me and say, everybody just seems to be kind of getting on with it and running. And I'm sitting here questioning, going, what's this all about? So I think a lot of it's circumstance for people and why they don't question it. maybe a lot of people are in a secure kind of family environment where there's a lot of stimulus, they have security, they just fall into whatever they're witnessing, and there's no real disruption in their life to the point where they start to have to think for themselves. They just kind of go along. Then they learn that pattern, that they're taking stimulus from their parents, they're getting it at school, they're getting it from the other kids, and that just seems to be a expanding pattern that people fall into. So again, getting back to your question, why are they not questioning where they are? What is life? It's this attitude all the time that bothers me about human beings. It's like they just seem to go on with it. With, you know, like, what is it you're getting on with? Oh, life. I'm like, well, what is that life? Oh, it's this and it's that. And where did you get that? Oh, my parents told me. My aunties and uncles and my relatives, they're all doing it. You know, and everybody else says this is what you do. And then they get swept up by, you know, pride and all these narratives, and oh, you need to contribute, you need to be a good worker, you need to be a good slave. Here, work your ass off and give us money. And you know, people just become, for me, it's just a dysfunctional mental institution, this whole place. Now again, you know, I know that I'm poo-pooing every aspect of every individual. And there is people with some real, you know, excellent traits. The human capability is absolutely exceptional as far as I'm concerned. It's just being limited and restricted by what people are lending their attention to. And what they lend their attention to then, you know, stifles them. But the human potential for me is absolutely immense. And a heartbeat and a snap, you know, for the abomination that this place is in the bigger picture, we could still make it, you know, a fun-filled paradise to a certain level. Obviously, you've got the bigger picture still of what it actually is. But within it, you know, we could have an immense time here. I've said it so many times before. Why is the place not filled with, you know, individual expressions left, right, and centre? It's all conformity. It's all uniform. It's all robotic Borg mindsets. And I don't know. There might be some, you know, some intrinsic aspect of the human psyche, you know, where people need to belong. And they like to be part of the group, and you know, when you're born into it, the group already exists. So who are you then to, you know, try and change that? It just seems to have the same pattern. But anyway, I'm waffling. I'll pick this back up in a wee second once I got a smoke. I wasn't in foster care. It was just uncertainty. And then the people, you know, like other relatives or people that you may have been left with, they've got their own mind and different things going on in their life. And you know, my wee granny, she had a tough situation and she was bitter, and there was all sorts. It wasn't that bad, you know. I mean, it's not poor me. It's just the facts of how it was, just in relation to how I view it and why I think some other people don't question reality. But where are you? Party pack when I hit 21. Well, as I say, party pack, give a wee background on me, you know. As I say, I've told you some of the early situation. And then when I got to, you know, 14, 15, I would have been sleeping rough. And then when I was 16, I got an apprenticeship with a YTS mechanic. And you know, I was still sleeping out in the car park just so that I would be at my work in the morning. I was working 7 days a week. I was getting £29.50 for 5 days. Then I would work a Saturday morning from 8 o'clock until 4 in the afternoon. And then a Sunday from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock. And I would get an extra 25 quid. So my early experiences of working life wasn't really that great. Eventually I get myself a caravan, you know, up in a caravan park up the Braes here. And the rent was 40 quid a week. So I basically had £14 to travel, feed myself, blah, blah, blah. And I done that for a couple of years. Then I moved to a place called Phoenix Honda. And that's when the real signs of depression and, you know, knowing something wasn't right kicked in. So from then on in, then at 19-year-old, I lost that job and I joined the Royal Marines, thinking that that was life. I was going to get a life. I was going to escape myself. I was going to be something. I was going to prove how tough I was. I could get in and I could be selected. Not that daft shit that runs in your mind. And obviously, when I got there, the illness, the depression was starting to really kick in, and I had to leave. And then when I came back, that was me. You know, I locked myself away from the age of 20, 19 and a half, 20, until about 28, 29, when I met Emma. But, you know, my early 20s, I was too depressed. I couldn't go to the shop unless it was dark, right, in case anybody tried to speak to me or look me in the eye. That's how depressed I was. So no, I don't wish, I wouldn't change anything, to be honest with you, but I never really had that opportunity to fuck off when I was 21 and go exploring and blah, blah, blah. I was in no mental, emotional state to be getting up to any of that, so. As MI direct realist, my missus feels it is not relevant to her everyday life. It can be hard. I don't want to push things on her, but want her to know why we have this slave type of life. That's a problem, Havoc. And I'm not going to push anything in your direction, but sometimes if you're sharing your life with somebody, if you love them enough to push certain things to the side and just let them be them because you love them at a different level, then fair enough. But if something like that is really bothering you and it's really important for you to have somebody that you can express and share these things with, sometimes you need to look at what your relationship actually is. And maybe find friends that are out with your relationship that you can relate to. Even before, Emma's at a certain level and she's a mother and she's absolutely wonderful for the kids. But I go and I see Marty, and I'll sit with Marty for hours and me and him can talk. There's no agendas. We're not trying to prove anything to each other. It's not a pissing contest. We can just listen to each other and we can throw things backwards and forwards, and that's always a good outlet. Just to get your thoughts out and to hear them back and to hear somebody else's take on things. And, it keeps our relationship healthy as well. But I wouldn't get too caught up, and wanting. Obviously, when you realise the benefits of some of these things, you feel like you want other people to have that, but it's not your place. You can only observe and maybe see when they're at a position that they're looking for it, then you can maybe offer it up to them. But, to try and keep prodding it and pushing it, eventually it's going to bring you problems, so I wouldn't bother me. But that's what YouTube's is good for. You get people you could meet up and you can have private chats with them, or you can have chat in a chat box, Some people are just deeply ingrained in the system, and they've set themselves goals and, a belief structure, and they want to try and fulfill that belief structure because that gives them a sense of certainty and belonging and a reason for life and a meaning to life. And you can understand why people adopt these things. I've never been one of the people that required a comfort blanket, but I understand the mentality of people that do require it. And I wouldn't judge them. I don't judge them and think I'm better than them, or, I'm woker than them, therefore I'm a superior being, or any of that shit. It's just circumstance. The whole game for me is about a willingness to understand, So if I can spend time contemplating and trying to understand a particular individual or circumstance, then it benefits me. I get to reflect on my own being. So, anyway. Emma is a realist, Rick my father had his fear car crash when I was 7. My mum brought me up and my bro on an inner London council estate. My early years were tough but also fun at times. Well, that's it, mate. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I've got a dad, but he just was never interested. So, this is again, it's circumstances can be quite similar. you know, but the events that led to these circumstances might be totally different. You know, you lost your dad in a car crash. Well, mine just wasn't interested. You know, so. But it's all good times when I look back. You know, don't get me wrong, at times in my depression, there was times I didn't want to live. You know, and wished I was never here and all that stuff. But when you get by it, it's like everything else, like an exercise. It's tough and you want to gear up. But when you plod on and you fight through it, you see the benefits of it and you feel stronger. So the mind's no different. In these circumstances and these things, you know, they try you. And they're either going to break you or they're going to make you. And I don't mean make you as in a successful business person with 15 million squids in the bank and a BMW. That's no success for me. You know, that doesn't denote intelligence either. The mark of intelligence for me is how self-aware a person is. That's the mark of intelligence for me. Even Kevin. I'll hang out, that's that. I had to pull myself away from doing me. Some really dark fucking times in my life, I tell you that. You doing, Dave Finco? If you only excuse the sound until I get my mic sorted out, it's going to sound like I'm playing underwater. See life as a learning experience and see downtime as an opportunity to grow as a person. So Ricus, it's difficult, you know, things like that. You know, life is a learning experience. So, you know, we can often get blinded and get caught up by our culture. I mean, there's different cultures. You know, what would you be saying about life if you were born in the Amazon into some tribe? Would you be having the same type of thoughts? Would you be saying, oh, life's a learning experience? And well, what's your life's learning experience then in the Amazon jungle? How to survive, how to kill a reptile and fucking cook it and eat it. I mean, that kind of lesson's only going to take you so many years before you've mastered it. And then the rest of it's just sustaining your life. So, you know, when we look at the complexities of Western civilizations and other cultures, it's those circumstances that bring about, you know, different experiences. So the problem is people then try and transcend this life and think that, you know, oh, I'm here for life experience because when I move on to the spiritual realms or whatever, I'm going to carry that forward and it's all going to keep cascading into a bigger meaning and a bigger meaning and a bigger meaning. And I have issues with some of that. I'm not saying it's not the case. You know, you could go down the whole road of we're infinite souls and everybody's got some other lesson to learn for their individuality and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I find difficulty with some of that stuff. I always come back to, you know, there may be lessons, there may be experiences. Again, when I focus in wholly on what am I here, I'm just an observer. I'm not the auditory processes. I'm not the stimulus. I'm just observing them. They are just experiences, and then I can tell myself whatever I want about these things, you know, depending on who I am for each moment in time. And if you're emotionally dysfunctional, or if you had a bit of trauma in your past life, you can lose yourself in these things and think that you're on a path of meaning and discovery, you know, that's fucking shit. But I'd be very cautious about, you know, subscribing yourself to some transcendental thing that whatever you do here somehow transcends and you carry that forward into the afterlife and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think that's right as far as I'm concerned. But looking at life as just an experience for me is what happens within it isn't going to transcend. You know, I use the analogy all the time. When I go to the fairground, if I go on a roller coaster, it's a technology and it's alien to me. And I go on that roller coaster and I have the thrill of the ride and it's exhilarating and it's wow. And I go, oh, I want to do it again and blah, blah, blah. Just for the thrill. And when I come off the roller coaster and I go away, nothing transcends. I don't, you know, it didn't have a meaning other than just the thrill. And I look at life like that. I look at a lot of people and I go, people take this far too seriously. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're not meant to take it seriously. Maybe you're supposed to know that you're wearing a biological technology and you need this biological technology in order to experience this thing that we call reality. And when it's over, that's it. It's just like having a shot in the fairground ride and you get back about whatever it is here. It didn't have any transcendence to it. It didn't mean anything other than it's just technology. Again, I bring people back to this. If you understand that you're part of the infinite, something eternal, and you can't take anything away from that and you can't add anything to it. So what in this experience that you're calling life, do you really think you're going to add something to the infinite, the eternal? You think this wee experience that you're having right now is somehow going to add, and you can't add, and you can't take anything away from it. But to have a separated capsule or compartment within the eternal, that the eternal permeates, runs through it, you can have this experience of separation from it. You know, but it's just a ride. It's just you know, the whole Bill Hicks thing. People will say, oh no, you can't say that because people will become nihilistic and you need rules and people need this and they need that. Oh, who said all that? Where did they get that authority? Because as far as I can tell, that kind of mentality is turning into a shit show. People are lost in the dream, trying to make it something and control it. You can't sit in a roller coaster and control it. You're powerless. If you start trying to control the roller coaster, you're going to hurt yourself. You know, you're either going to get flung out of it, or you're going to break some bones, or you know, whatever. But you ain't halting it. So what are all these people up to? Trying to control the roller coaster and dictate where it goes. What active powers do you have here? You have the active power to refuse the impulses that the brain offers you, and you have the active power of your will and your volition, where you can start, you know, setting goals and you can start setting about trying to achieve that, regardless of what it is. You know, if you want to be the dictator of a full country, and you want to formulate a uniformed army, and you want to have conquests and this, that, and the other, then if you've got enough drive and enough focus and intent and will to go about that, then you will achieve that. Is it bad? Maybe bad to people that are on the other end of that experience, but in the bigger picture, is it bad? Or were they just utilising the technology to the best of their ability? You know, food for thought. You can't box everything and think we've got it all sussed out. If you do that to yourself, then you're deluding yourself. Have you ever jammed with Mr. Cheswick? You're both really talented. No, I have not. Mr. Cheswick's making some great wee videos. I'm really liking them. Particularly liked his Mick West one. But me, you're always wondering, is there more to life than this? Well, that's it. If you go with what I said, it's, you know, it's your will. And people get caught up in religious doctrines and teachings and think they have to behave certain ways, and it stops them from being totally true to themselves. I've said this many times before. I can sit in anybody's company relaxed and secure if they're upfront and honest about what their true essence is. And I don't care if you sit there telling me you're a psychopath. If you know what you are and you've identified that and you accept it and you're committed to your own being, then I'm secure with that. It's other people that come in and start projecting fuzz and fluff, falsities that I get insecure with. I don't like that. That brings, you know, chaos for me. And it's these types of people that are continually bringing that sort of chaos because they've been influenced, you know, by certain teachings about life and what their behaviour should be and what's expected of them and blah, 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 blah. And people are running about wearing false masks and not being totally truthful to who they actually are. If everybody was really truthful to who they are, then we would find the equilibrium. We would find a place of ease. You know, there's no surprises. But more to life. You know, for me, there's more to this thing that you call life, this illusion, this experience. It's a construct. It's separate from the natural world, the real natural world, the infinite, the prime mover, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever anybody's choice of word is to label that thing that you can't box and package. You know, just to understand that there's no way to escape that that's what you're part of. You can't have finite, you know, something finite with a beginning and end has to be taking place somewhere. So where's the somewhere? And then where's that somewhere? And you're just back to that infinite regress again. There's no way to escape it. You know, whatever this is, we're part of that. Always has been, it always will be. Can't be created, can't be destroyed, you can't take anything away from it, you can't add anything to it. And I know that's difficult because we can't box it. In this human state, you want geometry, you want to be able to put things in a package so you can see the whole thing. You can't do that with the infinite. It wouldn't be the infinite if you could put it in a wee package and see it in your brain. It wouldn't be that special either if you could achieve that. So, that quiet knowing is solace for me. My younger days, I used to worry about death and what happens when you die, and I don't want it to end, and oh, this angst and fucking blah, blah, blah. When you get to a level of wisdom and an understanding, you kind of find ease with it. You go, well, there's no such thing as nothing. Nothing is not a thing. There is no thing anywhere in any experience. You know? You're part of something that always will be. When people let go of the personality identification, the thing that was moulded by your circumstance and your culture, and they attach to that, it seems like it gets a being of its own. And the individual inside starts to get confused about that, starts trying to cling on to it. Oh, I don't know if I'm making sense. No, the abuse certainly. I'm not getting an easy life experience party pack. It's horrible. It goes back to what I said earlier. You know, us as human beings, all it takes is a choice. You can actively, you know, make choices and act on them and refuse to participate. Or you can be ignorant and you can just go along to get along and contribute to something that you don't even understand. You know, each to their own. But for me, it's so annoying when you see the potential of human beings just snapped out of it. Tony T, they are hiding the truth for what reason? Well, we don't know, mate. Maybe the bullies in the playground don't want you to realise that it's just a big technology and you don't need to take it seriously, because then they're not going to get to rule the play park anymore. You know, they're enjoying having the upper hand in the play park. Are you sure, Dale, that being human is just feeling like we are more than we are? Well, I think you're definitely more than just this physical experience. You're part of something infinite. You're going to burn yourself out trying to wrap your mind around that. I can just, you know, acknowledge it. There's no way for me to escape that. Any way I try and turn, I can't get to a point of no thing where there's a beginning and an end. Although we have an experience of beginning and end, but I'm talking about the bigger encompassing, the actual real reality. No, this finite, temporary reality. You know, there's no way to escape that. That's what you're part of. So, how do we not know that animals, insects, etc. don't also have this consciousness feeling? Well, I think a lot of them display it. You'd have to be ignorant to say that certain animals don't display that. I think you see it in various aspects of life. So, You're not saying that you're eternal. I'm not saying that you're eternal either. The physical aspect of your body is no eternal. You know, what's your consciousness though? Is that eternal? Regardless of whether your consciousness is temporary and your body's temporary, it's still part of something that's no temporary. Always has been and it always will be. Well, the games that are being played are certainly about control. And I think the majority of people can see that it's about control. But all that control, for me, when I made that realisation, the whole game, the whole control was to stop you from questioning the room. It seemed fine with you questioning the royal family, or the baby eaters and the reptiles, and there's UFOs and there's aliens and there's all sorts of stuff going on and mysterious things and happenings. That's all good as long as you're in the rabbit holes and you're not questioning the room. Because when you start questioning the room, that's when the power starts to shift in your favour. You could be that's it, Wickus Wackus. Me and Marty spoke about that. What if you consciously, formulated the body? What if it's an art project? What if you willfully participated? And then Marty says, I don't remember it. I says, well, would you want to remember it if you willfully participated in the creation of your being as a human? You're going to have to go through this period of 10 months of being a baby. Or, at least the first 6 months, you're going to be really limited in movement. How fucking bored are you going to be? Lying there, pissing and shiting yourself. Can't do anything. I don't think you'd want that kind of consciousness at that age, to be honest with you. So it boomed me. Gemini, that's why you have to make the most of your time while you can. Well, it's funny that, I seen a Ricky Gervais thing, a wee clip, and it just annoyed me. People like him are so fucking pompous. It was a wee clip. Wait a wee minute, I get it up. Let's see if I can find this. Let me just see here. Hold on. I can find this. Probably not get it. There it's there. Hang on a minute. So this is the type of thing that annoys me.
Right, go on. If you're an atheist and you don't believe in an afterlife, if you don't believe in heaven and hell and all that, why don't you just go around raping and murdering as much as you want?
I do.
What?
I do go around raping and murdering as much as I want, which is not at all. Because he's got a conscience.
What?
This is the thing with this is just a TV program, but it's ladled with these types of things, these kind of philosophical points of view. As somebody like that who subscribes to being part of any sort of creative aspect, what's a conscience? What dictates a conscience? Where would you get that? If it's not something that's out with you in this wee experience, where does somebody like Ricky Gervais get that? A conscience? just a preference, subjective. You know, people are looking for objective meaning to life. And guys like him offer up their subjectivity, but they say it from a point of view of thinking that they've got the answers and that their point of view is somehow better. You know, I'll let you hear a wee bit and I'll point to the
If
aspects.
death is just the end, what's the point?
What's the point in what?
Living, might as well just kill yourself.
So if you're watching a movie and you're really enjoying it, something with Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
and someone points out that this will end eventually, do you just go, oh, forget it then, what's the point? And just turn it off?
No, because I can watch it again.
Well, I think life is precious because you can't watch it again. I mean, you can believe in an afterlife if that makes you feel better. Doesn't mean it's true. But once you realise you're not going to be around forever, I think that's what makes life so magical. One day you'll eat your last meal, smell your last flower, hug your friend for the very last time. You might not know it's the last time. So that's why you should do everything you love with passion.
So, you know, for Ricky Gervais here, he's saying there's nothing. When it's over, it's over. And at the very same time, he's giving advice about how you should do everything with passion and this, that, and the other. Well, why, Ricky? If there's no meaning to any of it, what he's saying right now, he defeats himself. It's just all hot air. He's got nothing, he's got no conviction to anything other than his own fucking subjective delusions. So he subscribes to an idea that, you know, there's no meaning to life, that it's just all chance happenings and chemicals and evolution, and when you die you're worm food and that's it, it's over and done with. And then at the same time he's telling somebody, oh, you should do everything with passion and this and that and the other. Well, what for, Ricky? Why? Why would you do that? Doesn't make you better. And again, the pomposity to somebody like him, his circumstance of running about millionaire, you know, living the life of Riley, doesn't want for anything. Go and fucking tell all that shite to some fucking poor child in India, right, that's having their feet smashed so that they can be a cripple and get sympathy out in the street and get some money in to feed their family. You know, their own family members fucking smashing their ankles so that they can fucking put them in the street or whatever. Right? Go and fucking tell them all that waffle, Ricky Gervais. Right? You pompous little idiot. Yeah, again, intellectually lazy people like him and swept up by idiots like Dawkins. And I think a lot of these people, when you look into their background, they seems to me like they had, you know, maybe they were beaten by their parents because they wouldn't follow a particular religious narrative when they were children, and it's just stuck in their craw. And then they've found as they get older that they're brave and they're out there and on the edge because they can laugh and slate literal interpretations of biblical texts or whatever, you know, and then they think that means that they've broke through to the realms of superior intellect, and then they can start making contradictory statements like life's not got any meaning, it's all chance happens, but, you know, live it to the fullest and enjoy it. And why? If it's just all going to be light suit and whatever else, what difference does it make whether you're a psychopathic murdering dipshit or whether you're Mother Teresa? It makes no fucking difference. And somebody like his philosophy of life is idiotic, self-defeating.
You know, treasure the few years you've got because that's all there is.
Right, so why would you treasure it then, Ricky? You treasure things because you want longevity with them and you want to keep experiencing them and you enjoy having it. If your life's fucking over and that's it, it doesn't matter what you do. So he's talking through a hole in his arse. And this is what I'm saying about these people. They've got such an influence over youngsters in this kind of modern era that they're that naive and, you know, daft that they get swept up by fucking idiots like him. Yeah?
I watched Ride Along 2 5 times.
Well, you haven't wasted your life then.
Definitely not.
So there, you know, and then again, there's his judgmental. He's just told that lassie, you know, do everything to the fullest, blah, blah, blah. So this lassie enjoys watching things over and over again. And he's making this a, I know it's a TV programme, but this is the type of guy he is. This is philosophical type, you know, NLP happening here. You know? So he's slagging her. Oh, well, you've done well with your life then. Is that he's passing judgment. That's passing judgment on somebody, but yet he thinks there's no meaning to life. I mean, you die, that's it. So what the fuck is he on about? Honestly, get right up my fucking giblets, people like him. Utter stupidity. And doesn't see the damage and the influence that he may be having on impressionable minds with this nihilistic fucking idiocy. And again, it all comes because of success, because he's living the life of Riley with money and his power over people. That's where he comes from. That's what he's talking from. Take all that away from that cunt, and I bet he has a different fucking ideas and thoughts on his mind. Right? But the comfortableness makes him lazy. And he doesn't want to have a look at himself. So he'll just subscribe to these idiotic philosophies and then make statements that are self-defeating and contradictory to the philosophy that he beholds. It's an absolute muppet.
No. Love Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Everything about him. It's humour, it's comedy, it's films.
Comedy films, maybe.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever gets you through.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming over.
Pleasure.
He's just a wee sack rash. Can't be arsed with him. You know, but that, again, just to make the point. Anyway, where was I? Where was I there? So that was that comment you made, German. That's why you have to make the most of your time while you can. Well, that's a kind of statement that denotes transcendence. That when this life is over, something's going to continue. That you're going to carry forward memory or meaning of your experience here. So the point I was making is with somebody like him, they don't get to make these statements because they think at the end that's it. So they can't give advice to people of cherish it and make the most of it and blah, 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 because people don't know what this is about. You know, advice like that, make the most of it, cherish. Cherish what? What is it you're cherishing? What is it you're making the most of? Where are you? What are you part of here? You don't know. So all these statements are all delusional. What do you mean the prime mover is infinite? Well, let's look at it. You know, you've got the physical world, okay? So you're either going to postulate that physicality and physical being is eternal and that Earth's an infinite plane that extends indefinitely in every direction. There is no end to it, ever. Right? Or it's finite, that you get to some point where there's limitation. Now, that physicality has to be existing somewhere if it's limited. So is it just existing within a void of nothingness? We know connection to some other, you know, essence, energy, mover? Is it just suspended in a nothingness and it's all contained within, you know, finite dimensions? If it's got finite dimensions, does it then dissipate and slowly, you know, what's a fucking word? Transcend into some metaphysical other reality? Do you see what I mean? And then you've also got the same in metaphysical sense. You know, if there's a metaphysical realm, does that have finite edges to it? And if it does have finite edges to it, then whatever it's boxed within, that box that contains it must be within somewhere. So you're then back to an infinite regress. Well, that somewhere must be somewhere, must be somewhere, must be somewhere, must be somewhere. It doesn't matter whether you go a metaphysical, spiritual route or a physical route. There's no way to escape that it's something eternal. So I'm not making the statement that the earth is an eternal expanse. It may have limitations, but that limitation must then transition into something else, because you can't get to a point of no thing. A lot of people think that reincarnation's it. Only if it's an active choice would I be on board with reincarnation. I'd be very weary if I've got consciousness and all this, go to the light and meeting beings and all this stuff. I'll be fucking drilling them. You know, shouting up the tunnel of light, is there anybody there? If there's anybody there, can you let me know? And if I get a response, well, I come down here. I've got some questions before I come through this fucking light. How you doing, Celtic 67? Oh, this is all jumped. Hold on now, it seems to. Yeah. They're just here to die, love it. That's it. That's their philosophy. Life's meaningless, you're just here to die, but embrace it, live it to the fullest, so that when you die, that's it. Lights out. Fucking morons. Yeah, certainly is 67. "70 years they've been married, Graham, now. It's incredible, isn't it? To have spent that amount of time with somebody. Obviously, it's something strong. That's it. This could be the beginning of it all. I think about near-death experience testimony. I think there's a lot in it. As I say, I've had loads of experiences through my life. Things that I can't put into concrete physicality. You know, once I got older, they used to, you know, hear terms of sleep paralysis and out of body experience and all this kind of stuff. But as a child, it wasn't a strange thing. My physical body, you know, sleep paralysis was bullshit. You know, they talk about sleep paralysis and that, you know, the terror aspect when your physical body is like incapacitated, but your consciousness is there and it's stuck between reality and a dream world, and you're straining to try and move the physical body. But you know, they say there's a chemical that stops you from thrashing about and hurting and injuring the body, which, you know, take that for whatever. But in my case, I would be stuck between that, and my physical body would actually be able to get up and move about. And I would always be like a metre or a metre and a half behind my physical body. I had no form. I couldn't look down and see that I had a form. I just had an awareness, and I could visually see my physical being. You know, and from a very young age, from like the age of 3 onwards, you know, we used to live in a place called Barhead, a place called Divernia Way, and there was a tenement block there that's no longer there. And we were on the ground floor, and it was on a kind of hill. So when you went out the close door, you had to get up the stairs, and then that would be you onto the street. There was many incidences of this, you know, like my physical being's up, out the bed, out the door, out the close door, up the stairs, and halfway down the street. You know, whatever the physical part and the brain's up to, it's away doing the same thing, but I'm away back here, following it, you know. And you know, I've got testimony, you know, family members and people who know this. But how do you put that into concrete? You can only imply certain possibilities of what it is. You know, it tells me that, you know, consciousness, you know, experiences like that for me means that my consciousness is no local. It's not localized purely to the brain and the body. Because if my physical being's up walking about, and there's testimony to say, you were up and you were away down the street, and I've got a memory of, you know, becoming awake the next day and remembering that happening, and I'm physically, you know, watching my physicality moving about, but I'm not in the body, I'm behind it. And, you know, that's telling me my consciousness is not localized to this. How you doing, Mitchell? I had a close encounter with death when I was 17 in a car crash. My friend was on life support for 2 weeks. Both never seen the light. This is it, mate. You know? Everybody's different. Everybody has different experiences. Again, for me, we can't take too much from these things. You look at the human body and the brain, it seems to be catered for you. You don't have to physically, concentrate and make the heart pump and the blah, blah, blah. And if you're in a traumatic incident like that, the brain's got a mechanism where it'll cocoon, the incident so that you're not constantly reliving it. That's how they figured out, they could create multiple personalities by traumatizing, children and people. And, that part that was what's the word? Like cocooned, that memory of that event sort of becomes its own being within the person, and that can be tapped into. And they seem to have figured these things out, So trauma-based mind control was based on that. Like somebody in a horrific accident, the mind cocoons the memory so you're not constantly reliving it. Not in every case. Some people that doesn't happen to, they do relive the trauma over and over and over again. So the mind, this machine, is complex, and we can't jump to assumptions and make assertions about what's actually going on. We can only talk about experiences, and it's good people share these subjective experiences up, because then everybody else that's maybe having subjective experience that have never spoke about it, that have never heard it before, may go, oh, that's interesting, because I've experienced that, and there's similarities, and it can send them on a path of discovery or contemplation, So that's what bothers me with all this philosophical jargon and religions and all these idiots trying to make assertive statements about consciousness and being and spirituality, that's fucking cack. It's just all pissing in the wind, clutching at straws, trying to grasp at certainty, and then trying to change everybody else so that it makes them secure in their wee delusional bubble, What's your thoughts on dreams? Don't know. Dreams are interesting. Dreams are interesting for various reasons. This world's, there's light there, there's experience, there's awareness. So you're creating worlds and light. Somehow you can generate light and an experience. Put you in a darkened room with no way for light to penetrate it. And if you're in a dream state or in a vision state, you can see pictures, you can see light, you can feel experiences. Dreaming is an incredible thing. What else was I going to say about dreaming there? Aye, and in the dream state, have you ever noticed this? When you're in a dream state, you don't have worries and concerns. You're not going, oh, I'm Dale and Emma and the kids and the dog and my responsibilities, and you don't have any of that in a dream state. You may have some where there's an anxious experience in it, but the majority of the time in a dream state you're just drifting from one experience to the other, and you're not trying to solidify it or give meaning to it. You just move through the experience, and then you learn certain aspects of it dreaming, like jumping off of something and feeling as if you're going to fall, or you can't run and you feel as if there's something chasing you. What I learned in my younger years, because I was sick of being scared of it, is that as soon as I went, fuck it, whatever the worst's going to happen, it's going to happen, and just turn around and face it, I instantly just went. Same as I'm going to hit the ground. Well, fuck it, I'm going to hit the ground then. If I die, fuck it. And then bang, nothing happens to you. There's wee lessons in there for me that I carried into my life. with fears, things about fears and stuff. Otherwise, I'm actually scared of here. Don't be scared. Just fucking turn and face it and watch it evaporate right in front of your fucking eyes. It's you that makes all these rules. It's you that makes the games, and then you subject yourself to what you've interpreted or what you've told yourself. It's the same in a dream state. You can take control of that in a dream state, and you can learn it. It's the same in life. So aye, dreams are interesting for me. If it's a test and I had the choice, why would I agree to this? Am I less than the designer? If I'm somehow indebted to the designer, I'd rather be wiped out rather than be its lapdog. Well, that's the same for me, Celtic 67. I really don't see that's the case, and that's why it bothers me with people with these spiritual narratives of subservience. You know, I'm a rational man, as far as I'm concerned. I wish no harm to anybody. I'm looking for equality, I'm looking to find the equilibrium. And when I start to entertain notions of, you know, gods and other beings, then I start to realise then surely that being would see no benefit in having lapdogs. Surely that being would get fed up with having play toys that it can make do whatever it wants and worship the ground it walks on. You know what I mean? Even in life experience, these types of things are no satisfactory. You know, as a human being, you may get a buzz out of that for a while, but it's going to become really empty and you're going to become dissatisfied with it. So to think that a god would be looking for that type of things, for me, is pretty idiotic and very childish. That people think they just need to worship this omnipotent, omnipresent, almighty being, and it's going to invite them into the land of fluffy clouds and fucking golden harps. And I say, I don't want to be part of any of that. I would just rather be in the brigade of, well, that's it, wipe me out then, because fuck that. You know? Maybe this is just part of a disturbance in the equilibrium. And, you know, our experiences is just the natural flow of that bigger thing finding its equilibrium. I don't know. It's complicated when you start getting into these thoughts. You know, I've done it so many times in my life. You don't get anywhere. You really don't get anywhere. And that's why I always come back to, you know, look, I exist here and now. I can only move through each moment of the now. And the discovery of this realm, this technology, is about the now. And I can't waste my time in fucking theoretical, hypothetical land about, you know, metaphysical realities and this, that and the other. I'm on a playground right here and now, and I'm stimulated through my senses about this physical playground. So I want to discover what it actually is. You know, I've played with all the toys in the room. I'm fed up with the toys in the room. It's the room I want to discover now. Because the room's the next step to the bigger picture. Because if you know what the room is, then you know where the room actually is. What's the surrounding area that the room's within. And then you get a bigger picture of what you're a part of. And that's enthralling to me, that's exciting for me. That stimulates me. Graham 9, Dale, because you unblocked me from BTEC, I have emailed you but haven't had a response. I didn't mean no offence, Phil. Any worries, Graham 9, I'll have a look at that. I'll go in probably tomorrow and I'll unblock. I'm sure I'm good, cheers. Yep, I had a brain hemorrhage and broken pelvis. When I woke up on the road, I felt the cold road on my back. Before that, felt nothing. That's it. Same as sleeping. But you can't look too much into that, mate, you know. Celtic. The body could be the prison, Dale. It's unsubstantial, but it's real. I've had experience with this too, with my mother. It's terrifying for the individual experiencing it. That's it. You know, that's a story. I can't remember what kind of story or teachings that was from, that kind of goes on about that the body is a prison. A prison for what though? You misbehaving in the other realms. Oh, you're a naughty spirit. Here, I'm going to put you in this fucking thing and give you a cunt of a time until you learn your bloody lesson. Again, we're back to that though. You're part of the eternal infinite. You can't add anything to it, you can't take anything away from it. It might just be a technological advancement and we're just experiencing it. It's like going on a holiday. Oops. Do you think these religions are creating some kind of energy? We concentrated praying, etc. No, I think it just it reaffirms disempowerment in the psychology of the individual. It disconnects them from their own being, and kind of shuts responsibility. It's also, you know, that may have just been at a point in history that, you know, it was beneficial to people because, you know, they didn't know what they were a part of and it was causing some problems with people, and somebody just came out with a thought of what it could be, and that thought caught on and everybody caught on to the thought, and then it became a book, and then it became, you know how things happen. You see how people can be influenced by an idea, and we don't know what's went on in history. This is the problem, you know. Again, this is why for me we need to find what the room is. Let's find the bigger picture and see if we can piece anything together. That's it, Mitchell. It goes into limp mode on its own. It has its same function. It doesn't need your volition, your consciousness, your will. There seems to be a separation, you know. I don't have to consciously pump my heart or any of these things. It just all happens. It's like a car, you switch the ignition on, it takes over, does all its stuff. The only thing you can do is get in it, accelerate it and direct it to where you want it to go, you know. Bonjour, Des. How are you doing? I know, Graham. I need to get travelling with the family. I'm in the. My mind's there. I'm planning it. As I say, when I get to that and I'm travelling for a wee while, I'm not going to be getting this up. You know, I'll be continuing with the Beyond the Imaginary Curve stuff. And while on my travels, I'll engage with people. I'll video some of it. I'll still do the live hangouts. I'm not going anywhere. You know, these fuckers would love me to go away, but I'm not. You know? What you do is, it's interesting, isn't it? When you think about what actually went on, because you know for yourself it was a real experience. Nobody can take that away from you. Doesn't matter what anybody says, oh, it's just an illusion today. Now, how do you explain to me that people witnessed my physical body walking about and I can remember it, and I was about 1.5 meters behind it watching it? I can poo-poo that all right, they'll never take my experience away. How you doing, Boris Chops? Sorry, Growler, how you doing, mate? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Hope you're all well, but nice to see you, Harry. The outer body stuff is scary. My mother had a hysterectomy many years ago and could see herself on the operating table. It's a very common thing, that. She was more mentally scarred than physically after that. No, none of that here, Bill. How you doing, mate? Oh, shit. Do you think there's any such thing as original thoughts? Aye? I mean, you can... original realizations, maybe. You see original thoughts in regards to abstract, like music and art and blah, blah, blah. It depends what you mean. It's quite a broad thing to say, quite a general thing to say. Do you think there's such a thing as original thoughts? I think we would need to look at some specifics. I noticed that as well, Tony, when I stopped smoking the green, or cut it right down to a wee bit here and there. You do, your dreams become quite vivid. So, German, there's ways of training yourself, aren't you? No, it wasn't a dream, no, Des. How you doing, Steve HV? So keep the questions coming, people. Again, if you get something you want me to watch, you want me to react to, whatever it may be, I'll do some of that. Can react to anything. You know, as I say, I always liked that, sharing a piece of music that touched me or whatever, and I always like to share it with other people to see their reaction, and you know, I like things like that. You know, so music, it could be anything. As I say, a relationship issue, a fucking whatever. If you just want to see my reaction, get my take on it. Aye, save links. If you see something, can you see me on live here? What do you think about the Asian races? What do you mean, as in peoples? Or a bunch of Asians having a 100-metre sprint? I don't know what you mean, Bill. Talking about the Asian Olympics? You're talking about Asian peoples in general? Ja, what? Snooker theme, I used to play that. I don't know if I remember it right enough. D. I'll tune it back up on that. Different types of Asians. Well, I've always had the problem with the different races, distinct races of peoples. And how did that come to be? How does that fit into the whole God narratives? You know, was God, you know, making wee moulds going, oh, I'll make a wee Asian dude. And then I'll just open the wee window of the dome and I'll throw that wee Asian dude in. And I'll make another wee Asian dude so that he can procreate, right? I'll throw him in the dome, right? Now I'm going to make an Aborigine guy and I'll throw him in the dome. Yeah. I keep thinking, you know, the different races are probably from different areas, and it's something, whatever's happened, whether it's a bigger social engineering than we actually realise, that some other entities or whatever have decided to kidnap certain beings from certain areas and fuck them all here, maybe for their benefit. And this is what we call, you know, civilization now. I've always had a real problem with that. And I keep going back to the thing called the Cambrian explosion that's acknowledged within the evolutionary story, and it's coming from Africa, where they talk about how all life as we know it seemed to appear at the same time in a certain region in Africa. So is there an access point there? Are we all looking in the wrong fucking places? And it's really some kind of central area where there's an access point to here and an exit point? Was there some catastrophe that forced us all together? I mean, I don't know. When we travel, we maybe actually travelling to other places that are their own wee worlds. You know, but now we've got this image that it's all just one world. You know, maybe as we started to move out, you know, maybe there's a sun local to whatever area you're in. I mean, there's any possibility, but the race thing fucking bothers me no end. How did all these distinct races come to be? Are we all descendants of figureheads? So there's a figurehead of distinct race at some, you know, point in time back the way, and we're all descendants, and all the figureheads mixing blood all the way down, and this is where we're now at this point. So it's like the reverse of evolution, where everything started off perfect and pristine, and you had distinct, you know, figureheads of race and being. And then as it progressed, it all just became intermingled, and we have what we have now. Who knows? But me, there's how do you get started to jam with guitar when you have two left arms? Well, for me, the best advice I can give you is identify songs with guitar in it that you really love, that you love the sound of the guitar in, things that you say, I would love to play that, and focus in on that. Whatever particular wee bit, it may be a section of a riff or a solo or a rhythm part that you really love, learn that one wee bit. And as soon as you realise that, oh, I can make it sound like that bit I love, and you know you've got the capability, just build it slowly but surely. Learn one wee piece, memorise it, make sure you've got it memorised, and that you know anytime you pick it up, you can get it right. Focus on getting it accurate, so that there's no noise and you're not duffing the strings, and just build on the wee bits, and that will fuel your passion for it. It's once you realise you're capable of it, that's you, you'll be away with it. But that's the way I learned. I just identified wee pieces that I loved, like the intro to a Metallica song, or the intro to a classical piece, or a middle section of a classical piece, or an Iron Maiden song. It might just be a wee tiny bit. As long as I could get it, that was it. Oh, that's me. You know, I mean, the first one I ever learned was I remember the first time I managed to be able to play that, I thought I was a fucking guitar god. That was me. I'm going to conquer the fucking world. I'm going to be the best guitar player ever, because I can play the start of Sanitarium. It was actually... that was it. Then from there, I just learned a bit more, and then I went on to Nothing Else Matters, and, you know, it was different bits and bobs, you know. So that's the best advice I can give you. Anyway, where were we? Does water bend? Yes, you flatard. It's not a flight over both poles. They're starting from one and going round in a circle. Do I think Mary exists? I don't know. I think there's definitely things there. Any notification, Steve HV, am I getting censored on this wee fucking piss pot channel? They don't like me. YouTube doesn't like me. Reverse engineering for humans, Bill. That's it, Des. I'm sure you can relate to that. I mean, that was the driving force behind any that want to pick a guitar up. Well, the second sun links, I've seen a couple of them as well. I realised when I watched it, I'd seen one before. I mean, this is it. Something's way off just in the observations of between yourself, me, Andrew, Execrate, and whoever it was that was in Australia at the time. For all 3 or 4 of us to have direct line of sight to the sun, it tells me. But this is the problem. Everybody's carrying forward this singular thinking all the time, and it's so difficult for people to break out of the bubble of singular rocks and gas balls floating about vacuums, and they're all trying to come up with concepts and models about what's going on, and it needs investigated. You look at visible, looking at something, you're never going to know what it is. That's why for me we need the parameters. We need to know what the room is. So if we can get further into what the actual room is, get to some of these areas, we may see some of the machinery that will let us know what's actually going on. And again, the thing with the pyramid, putting the laser through it, getting curved arcs, perfect semicircles through, right angled joins on a triangle. Can't take for granted any of these things, You're of mind that it is lens equipment, but I'm never going to go there, so I don't dwell. That's it, mate. There is some sort of lens going on. It's technology. It's just technology that we don't fully understand yet. But look at some of the technologies we have. Majority of people still don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with a mobile phone. What's the actual mechanics? What's the physicality of that? Because there's grey areas for me. And I think a lot of the answers are right under our nose. But it's not just up to one man like me. I can only contemplate on certain avenues myself. Everybody has to be thinking and digging in and seeing what they can find, and then bringing it to the table. And not being scared, they're being rang. Everybody's got this fucking messiah personas that they can only ever come up and present. I have the answers, the definitive answers to all. Fuck that. Dig in, tell us your thoughts. Where is your thoughts taking you? What are you thinking about? What do you think's going on? Tell us. Do you think there's an avenue for exploration through way of maritime admiralty law? I've been looking into that, Rickus Vacus. So I have. Oh, you sent me a link to have a react to something. Let me see here. Gary Moore solo. There's that sometimes where I do that, I don't know if you can see me. The fingers stretched out just to get the balance and the tension just right. That was excellent. Yes. We love Gary Moore. See, it's just the difference. You know, it doesn't have to be technical, fucking lightning, fast playing. That, you know, these types of solos for me have always what's done it for me. The soulful, you know, watching somebody that's not scared to express themselves and let go, and just present a true expression. It's fucking wonderful. It's like, you know, people will ask me, oh, what's your favourite, you know, guitar solo and blah, blah, and then they're surprised when I'll say something like, well, you know, the solo to Stranger in a Strange Land by Iron Maiden. You know, it just seems to hit me in the right spot. You know, it's no, you know, hundreds of notes and fucking lightning playing. It's just got the right feel to it, and it just builds up to the right point, and it's just fucking, I don't know, good stuffs. Exactly, that's it. I mean, when you're in that, you know yourself, Des, when you're in that pocket, in that moment, I know, questioning yourself and just enjoying yourself, that's when the best expressions come. Always the same. As soon as you go bang and hit that record button with some view to deliberately play, it just doesn't fucking work. You'll never capture the nuances, the real, you know, differences in expression, you know? So, exactly, I mean, that's it. Aye, cheers for sharing that with me. I've not seen that one. I'm going to smoke here. So it's nearly about time to crack out the stronger stuff, I think. Once I get I'll get the OBS set up with this, so that I can share whatever video I'm watching and get my reaction as it's happening. You've nearly mastered DM, it's a tricky chord. Graham, I don't even know what that fucking means, mate. I'm still fucking calling everything Z minor. I spent that many years playing myself, you know, fucking playing along to things, pausing videos and rewinding them and fucking counting the frets, and I was never hanging about with people that I could put labels to stuff. I always played stuff by ear. You know, I used to just say to people, I'll just play and I'll figure it out as I go. I've never been one for the theory. I've always lost the will to live. So I just called everything Z minor. Or Z major. Whatever you like. No, diminished Z. See, I'll listen to anything. If it's good, it's good. I don't have a preconceived bias. Oh, I'm not listening to that. It's doesn't fit my self-identity bubble. I'm not listening to that. Nah, fuck that. If it's fucking good, it's good. If it hits the spot, it hits the fucking spot. I'll get the electric plugged in for some of these. I'll get the mic working so it doesn't sound as if I'm fucking farting underwater. certainly is Celtic. It really is. Hope he keeps it up, keeps the passion for it, keeps being true to himself, you know. For fuck's sake. Those cards are route 59th. Right. Those cards were Z, Z, and Z. Des, okay? You take your snobby theory and fucking stick it somewhere where the sun don't shine. Alright? Don't come in here trying to tell me, teach me about theories. Need to put new strings on and learn to time it. Yes, well, it's my subjective bubble, Des. How dare you try and rob me of that, okay? It's not objectively true that it's fucking a 5th, the 6th, and the 9th and all that, right? Not in my world, anyway. Christy Brown and Jimi Hendrix. I get it picked up, Steve. Get playing away. Sounds amazing. It sounds as if I'm playing underwater with this shitey fucking camera. Wait till my mic's sorted out and I'll blow you away, right? I'll get the electric out and make a right fucking racket. Close us all, push Celtic 67. Do you think I would tell you lies? Throw about it all. Golf swings, climbing ropes, everything. So push. Hello, Graham 9. You said you'd sent me something actually. Wait a minute. No, there's nothing here. I'll go in for you, Graham 9. Sent it to the right place. Lifting the veil, who was that? I was lifting the veil. Play Megadeth. Don't know about lifting the veil. You can take a mortal man, put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. What's that? What's that again? Somewhere. Something like that. Fuck, I forget that. Fucking forget that. Oh, fucking forget, man. I can't remember. Can't remember half the shit. That's right, mate. That's right. Celtic 67. That's exactly how it works. I totally agree, Des. I'm trying to remember. I can't. It's annoying. For fuck's sake. That's it. Pink Floyd, who was I playing earlier? Can't remember a lot of Pink Floyd. Can I start like that? Jacob. It's a good wee sequence that for just getting you sharp. God is dead. Another good one. Right, Tony, I'll be away in 10 minutes or something. I have a bad influence. Well, what was that again? Louty neighbours like me. The fuck? Can't remember half the things I used to play. I gave up playing cover stuff. Back to wee bits and bobs. Been liking this wee. Now can I get back to just writing main things again, but I like this. I know there's that's what I like about it. Just fucking about, see if I can turn it into something, you know. But definitely like the change for the uplifting. I like that wee metally twist into the sinister. Oh, it was all nice and fluffy, and then oh no, it's a nightmare. I kind of like that shit. What else? No. Aye, so I need to get the softwares installed, mate. Steve kindly gave me some speakers up, so I've got everything here. I just need the software on here, so I'll need to get Dan or somebody or get a hold of some software, get it on there and start getting some of this shit recorded again. That's it, Stuart Lundy. All right, gentlemen, that'll be excellent. Des, what would you recommend as the best kind of recording software? Sonar. Nice one, I'll keep a hold of that. I'll come back to that chat box then. Sonar. Oh, so you did. I'll go back and find that, mate. Well, I know the name of it now anyway, I'll not forget that. Sonar. You know what it's like, you get intentions and then things just take you away. Aye. Gilbert, as I say, I used to play all these things, but the practice went when I couldn't be bothered with the band stuff and all that anymore, so I need to get back to it. Something that keeps you sharp. Oh, I'm looking around about January. Celtic, give me some time to get something together. Go away for, a month or so, do a bit of travelling. Head down towards where the sun will be, Bastard. What was that again? What was that? So. Yeah, a raffle with the bike. That's a good idea, actually, party pack. Never thought about that. I know people used to do that Thunderball or whatever it was, or the whatever. What's happening? I won't come to New Zealand out there summer. I have room to put you guys up. I would love to have it. It's just the distance there. I'm terrified of flying, so it'd have to be ferries and stuff. We're going to get the Doug the passport so we can take our ways. So I would love to come and visit me, maybe some point, but it's just too far. Hopefully one day. Hopefully one day, mate. As I say, hopefully in the future we get to see some of these places. Me too, does. Just to be able to play quite a way, but it's just what it's like. You don't practice, you forget. It's even that. That one, I think it's studying E minor or something. It's one of the classical things. I learned it years ago. I always loved it, especially that. sections. It's just fucking wonderful. Nah, the Metallica bit was later. It's just that used to do a wee medley, done a kind of live thing, and I would do the classical thing and then run into Nothing Else Matters. But used to I done it before. It used to be, is it Romance? Yeah, what is that again? Did you get it? I think that's Romance, isn't it? That's my version anyway, but could be way off. Right, one more smoke. One more smoke, a couple of more fiddles, and then I'm out of here. I like it, thank you for next time. Nice one, sure, Lundy. I used to love all that. You know, there's some classical pieces I need to get back to. There's the is it Cameron El Negri, or it's the Black Decameron. It's the second movement, something through the Valley of Echoes. If you've not heard that, Des, you need to fucking hear it. In fact, I'll play it now. I'll put it on. Fucking excellent. How about John Gom? Have any of you guys seen John Gom? And it's interested in music. Can I get a yes or a no? He's still there. John Gom, good. Right, I'll put that on. Hold on. I'll just play the first 2 minutes here, right, in case I get a copyright strike. He's still the other one. I heard of him. Wait, you see this? This is fucking. This shit inspires me, blows me away. It's just fucking phenomenal. Wait till I get my screen share. Aye, so there you go. Seen him as well, Des, aye. So aye, a lot of classical stuff and not play anything. See, it's good as good, you know. Anyway, I think I've got much more to say. No questions. Need to say anything. Right, I'm probably not going to keep this one up here, just want to test it. So, just remember this, if the format is a bit more relaxed, can chat about anything, questions, watch videos, whatever. Keep it in mind next time you see this on, if you get something you want me to see. I'll get the OBS running so that I can share the screen and get the reaction at the same time. I'll do me a like this, Jim. It's obviously going to be different every time. Cheers, Kevin. Now, anything you see that you think would be worth for a wee reaction to? To see if we can sync me up on piano. Hi, sure, Lindy, we'll try that. We'll do it next time. Let me get the OBS thing sorted out and get the mic working so that it picks things up a bit better. enough. I'm just going to sit here and fuck it. You're still here. Why are you still here? What's the matter, Louise? Go away. Aye, all these ones are all mine. I'm gonna, mate. I'm gonna get it done. Definitely. That'd be excellent, mate. That'd be excellent. So I would. So I didn't, nobody local boom, no? Slow down. Aye, with the Floyd one you talking about. Fast one. The fast one. That one. Nice one. Right, catch you all shortly. Take it easy.